Hey, welcome back everyone. I am Matt Larson 10, and I thought I would just show you the progress that we have made as a movement behind Ron Paul. We all started out way back, probably in 2006, 2007, right around that time. But I'm going to give you a little bit more current news back from 2011 and stuff like that. So just watch how we've all progressed on how the media's tried to smear Ron Paul and where we are today.
During a live introduction to Congressman Ron Paul on Tuesday, America's Newsroom incorrectly aired a clip from the 2010 CPAC event in Washington rather than this year's event. It was clearly a mistake. We used the wrong videotape. There are similarities in the shot between last year's event and this year. 2011 screen left, 2010 screen right. Ron Paul won both years. However, there were audible boos in 2010, while you heard a lot more cheering this year. It's an honest mistake. We apologize for the error, and we look forward to having Representative Paul back on our program very soon.
It was just an honest mistake, guys. Come on. They would never try to smear Ron Paul. Now listen to what they have to say when it gets closer to the Iowa caucus, and Ron Paul actually looks like he might win this thing. Listen to what Mr. Wallace says.
Ron Paul now, according to a public policy polling, is within 1 point of the lead in Iowa, right? So now that it looks like for the first time Ron Paul might actually have a shot at winning Iowa, all of a sudden the establishment has changed their mind on how important Iowa is. Remember, before it was like, oh, the Iowa caucus, whoever wins the Iowa caucus, that's the real deal, that's the most important thing. Obama won the Iowa caucus, and then that gave him momentum, and he won the whole thing. All right, so Chris Wallace, tell us what the new memo from the establishment is on Iowa.
If Ron Paul wins here, what then?
Well, the Ron Paul people are not going to like my saying this, but to a certain degree it will discredit the Iowa caucuses because, rightly or wrongly, I think most of the Republican establishment thinks he's not going to end up as the nominee, so therefore Iowa won't count and it will go on.
Come on, come on. So now you're telling me that before you were telling me Ron Paul had no chance of winning. Ron Paul with a kook with a crank. He's not going to win, Ron Paul. Oh, he's going to win? Well, then it doesn't count. If he wins Iowa, what we were previously telling you about how important Iowa is, forget that. Now Iowa is irrelevant because by definition, if Ron Paul wins something, then it no longer matters. That's what they've been saying about all the straw polls that he won. He won like 18 different straw polls, and as soon as they're like, oh, who's going to win the straw poll in Iowa? Who's going to win it in California? Oh, Ron Paul won it. It no longer matters. Do you ever hear about any of the straw poll wins of Ron Paul? Almost never, right? Because as soon as he wins, they're like, yeah, but it's not right because he has more followers.
No, I'm not a fan of the Young Turks, but he actually said some honest things there, and I applaud him for that. Good job. But I think this next clip is really what started waking up all the trolls out there and actually started making them realize, hey, Ron Paul is winning, and we need to start fighting back. Otherwise, Ron Paul will be the next president.
Romney's sole GOP rival is now Ron Paul, who has qualified to have his name put up for nomination at the GOP convention in Tampa in August. Since he's popular with young voters and Romney and the GOP like that, they're delighted to have him out there in hopes of attracting more young people to the right, just overall and in general, Brett.
And he's still racking up delegates.
He sure is.
All right, Carl, thank you.
And that's what brings us to today, having the Obama people and the Romney people coming out and trying to attack us now because they know our momentum is so great and it's only going to be gaining more, that we will win when it comes in August, and then even more in November we will win. So they're fighting us as hard as we can. That's why we need to stand up, continue our momentum, go down to Tampa, and get Ron Paul nominated so we win in the end. I ask that you guys thumbs up this video, share it with friends and family. The more people that see this, the better. If you're new to my videos, click that subscribe button, stay up to date on all the current Ron Paul news. I'm Matt Larson 10. Go Ron Paul. Peace.